12 raised to 600 by 100. Now 12 and 100, they are not co-prime to each other, and 100 is not a prime number. But we have factors of 100. This is these are 25 and 4. Now from 25 and 4 we can find out individual remainders. Now 12 raised to 600 is definitely multiple of 4 because 12 itself is multiple of 4. So remainder will be 0. So this number is in 4x format. Now from 25, the Euler number will be, we are finding out Euler number because 25 and 12, they are co-prime to each other. So 25 into 4 by 5, so Euler number will be 20. So 12 raised to 20, when divided by 25, the remainder will be 1. Now this is what 12 raised to 20 raised to 30. Okay, so remainder will be 1. So precisely this number is in 25y plus 1 format. Okay, so our answer should be in 4x format and 25y plus 1 format. What you can do, you can find out the final answer by equating them, because what you want a number that satisfy both the equations, both the relations, right? So 25 plus 1 is equal to 4x. So x is equal to 25 plus 1 by 4, or what you can do, 4x minus 1 by 25, that is y, whatever, right? So anyways you can go. It would be rather easier because 25 will move a bit faster. 25 1, if you put y as 1 we get 26, if we get y as 2 we get 51, if we get y as 3 then we get 76, that is multiple of 4. So y must be 3, right? So remainder will be 25y plus 1, so that is 76. Okay, so overall remainder is 76. I hope you are clear. 12 raised to 600 divided by 100, the remainder will be 76. Now 12 raised to 1350 by 68. So 68 is 17 into 4. Now obviously 12 is multiple of 4, so this number is in 4x format. Now we have to find out the remainder of 12 raised to 1350 by 17. 12 and 17 co-prime to each other. So Euler number of 17 will be 16 only. So we just eliminate the multiples of 16 from this 1350. (16 into 8 is 128). So after that 12 raised to 144 as 6. Okay, so from here the remainder will be 1. Now we have to find out remainder from here only. See what I did? I divided 1350 by 16. So after this 6 will be the remainder. So 12 raised to 6. So now we have to find out from remainder from 12 raised to 6 divided by 17. So that's minus 5 raised to 6. So precisely 5 raised to 6. Okay. Then that means 17 minus 5 is 12, that I am using. 25 cube, so that is 8 cube. Then we can do it like simply 64, so that is minus 4. 68 is multiple of 17, so now minus 32, so that is 34 minus 32, 2. So this number is in 17y plus 2 format. That means if you divide 12 raised to 1350 by 17, the remainder will be 2. To find out the final answer, we can equate them. 4x is equal to 17y plus 2. So x is equal to 17y plus 2 by 4. So if we put y is equal to 2, we get 36, which is multiple of 4. So we put y is equal to 2. So 17 2s are 34 plus 2, 36 will be the remainder. Okay. I hope you are clear. We have used Euler's theorem and we have used binomial over here. Now next we have 2 raised to 90 divided by 90. So we do the factorization of 90. It's 2 into 5 into 199, right? 90 divided by 10 is 199, which is a prime number, right? So we can find out the remainders in individual cases. From 2, the remainder will be 0 obviously. So this number is in 2x format. Then from 5, it's enough if you find out the unit digit of 2 raised to 90. The remainder can be obtained easily by 5. So 2 raised to 90, if we go by the cyclicity, then 90, 88 will be the last number, multiple of 4. So we are left with 2. So 2 raised to 2, that is 4. So unit digit of this expression will be 4. That means this number is in 5y plus 4 format. Okay. Then 199 is a prime number. Now we can use Fermat's theorem. So 2 raised to 198 divided by 199, the remainder will be 1, right? Into 2 if I do, that means 2 raised to 199 divided by 199, the remainder will be 2. Okay. So over here we have this into this, right? I'm sorry, that is in power. So 2 raised to 199 divided by 199, the remainder is 2, but we have this power 10. So our remainder will be 2 raised to 10. Getting my point? Okay. 2 raised to 199 divided by 199, the remainder is 2, but we have the power as 10 because we have 1990. So the remainder will be 2 raised to 10, that is 1024. So we can further deduct 995. That is multiple of 199 to find out this final remainder. So this number is in 199, maybe z plus 995 is the last multiple, then 1024, so that is 25 format. Okay, so we have to find out a number that satisfy all these three conditions. See, when I was calculating 2 raised to 10, that is actually 1024. That is in 2x format and that is in 5y plus format and that is in 199z plus 25 format. So final answer will be this only, 1024. Right? So when 2 raised to 90 divided by 90, the remainder is 1024. Okay, when we got this number 2 raised to 10 over here, we can check it is in 2x format and 5y plus format. Okay. So this is the final remainder. I hope you are clear. Now we see this 3 raised to 2002 plus 5 raised to 2002 divided by 26. Now we can find out the remainder in individual cases, right? So from 5 raised to 2002, I can just write it down as 25 raised to 1001. And this is what? 26 minus 1 raised to 1001, right? So remainder will be minus 1 raised to 1001, that means 1, that means minus 1 raised to 1001, that means minus 1. So in this case, the remainder will be 25, right? So 5 raised to 2002, if we divide by 26, the remainder is 25. Okay. Now we will find the remainder in this case and then we will add both the remainders to find out the final remainder. Now from 3 raised to 2002, 26, what we can do, we can find out the Euler number. So Euler number for 26 will be 26 into 1 minus 1 by 13 and 1 minus 1 by 2, so it's 12, right? So 3 raised to 12 when divided by 26, the remainder will be 1, right? But this is very big number, so what I can do is 3 raised to 12 into then we are left with 10. Okay, so till here the remainder will be 1, so we are left with 3 raised to 10. So 3 raised to 10 is 81 raised to 3 raised to 4 is 81. So 81 raised to so 26 into 3 is 78, so it's 3 square. So further 9 into 9 81, so final remainder is 3. Okay, so remainder is 3 over here, remainder is 25 over here, so overall remainder will be 25 plus 3 28. Okay, so if this expression is divided by 26, remainder cannot be 28, so we'll deduct 26 from this, so remainder is 2. So your final answer is 2. So what we did, we found individual remainders in individual cases, and then we add them up. Okay, I hope you are clear. And I am going a bit fast, but I hope you are able to understand this calculation because we have done so many problems now. Now this is something different. 37 raised to 47 raised to 57, right? This number is actually 37 raised to 47 raised to 57 divided by 16. What is the remainder? Now the first step that we have to do, 37, we will deduct 32 from it because 32 is multiple of 16. So we are left with 5 raised to 47 raised to 57. Now in the power of 5, we have number 5 raised to 4, that is 625, and 16 is a factor of 624. That means 624 is divisible by 16. So what we can do, we can find out how many 4s are there over here. So we can convert them to 5 raised to 4. So 47 raised to 57. Basically 47 is what? 48 minus 1. 48 is multiple of 4, right? So if we divide 47 raised to 57, that means 48 minus 1 raised to 57 by 4. Remainder will be minus 1 raised to 57, or we can say minus 1. So this power 47 into 57, 47 raised to 57, that is in 4x minus 1 format, or we can say 4x plus 3 format, right? So we have this 5 raised to 4x plus 3 format. Okay, 47 raised to 57 is basically 4x plus 3 format. Okay, now it can be written as 5 raised to 4x into 5 raised to 3, 5 raised to 4x, that means 625 raised to x into 5 cube, that is 125. Now 625 can be written as 624 plus 1 raised to x. So the remainder will be 1 raised to x. X doesn't matter whether it is even or odd because we have positive 1. So from here the remainder will be 1 only. Now we have to find out the remainder from 125 divided by 16. So 16 8s are 128. So 125 is 3 less than 128. That means the remainder will be minus 3. That means the remainder will be 16 minus 3, or I can say 13. So your final answer is 13 for this problem. I hope you are clear. So just listen to me carefully once again. 37 raised to 47 raised to 57. The first step is deduct 32 from it. That is multiple of 16. So we get 5 raised to 47 raised to 57. Now in the power of 5, we have 5 raised to 4, that is 625, and 624 is divisible by 16. So that is just 1 less than 625. So I converted the power into 4x format. So the power is in actually 4x plus 3 format. Okay, so I can break this up, 5 raised to 4x into 5 raised to 3. This can be written as this. Now this 5 raised to 4 is 625, and this x is over here. Now 625, when it is divided by 16, the remainder will be 1 raised to x. X doesn't matter even or odd because we have positive 1. So till here the remainder is 1, and from 125 the remainder is minus 3, or we can say 13. Okay, so I hope you are clear. Now see this, 97 raised to 97 raised to 97 divided by 11. Just sorry. So the first step, remainder is -2, right? I just put -2 aside, minus aside, and I take 2 raised to 97 raised to 97. Now 2 raised to 5, that we know, that is 33, right? And 32, sorry. And 32 is closer to 33, just 1 less than 33, and 33 is multiple of 11. So what we can do, we can convert this power to 5 of in multiples of 5, right? So 97 raised to 97, when we divide by 5, what will be the remainder? That we can find out just by looking at the unit digit. 7 raised to 97, the unit digit will be 7 only. So 7, if 7 is at the unit place, the remainder will be 2, right? So 97 raised to 97, when divided by 5, the remainder will be 2. That means this is in 5x plus 2 format, right? So what we are getting, a minus over here, and 2 raised to 5x plus 2 format. Now it is important to know over here that is 5x plus 2 is an odd number, right? 5x plus 2 is an odd number. Now this is even part, right? This is odd, 5 is odd. So this entire number should be actually odd. That means x should be even number. I'm sorry, x should not be even number, because in that case what will happen, this number will be even, and even plus even, we will be getting even number. Now if x is odd, this calculation will be odd. For odd into odd will give you odd. Odd plus even, we will be getting odd, right? So x has to be odd number, right? Now next step is, we will just write the 2 raised to 5x into 2 raised to 2, okay? Now we divide this by 11. So this is 32 raised to x and into 4. So that is 33 minus 1 raised to x. Okay, so remainder will be minus 1 raised to x, and since x is odd, the remainder will be minus 1. So that minus 1 into this 4, that's minus 4. This minus 4 into this, that's plus 4, right? So the final remainder will be plus 4. Explain it just once again. From this step, we got this step, put minus aside. Then 97 raised to 97, I just converted that to power of 2, so that is 5x plus 2. Now we know that 5x plus 2 should be odd number, because 97 raised to 97, that's odd raised to odd, that should be definitely an odd number. Okay, so this is an odd number. So if 5x plus 2 is an odd number, that means x has to be odd. Okay, so odd into odd will give odd, and odd plus even will give odd. Okay, after that we just break it up. 2 raised to 5x into 2 square, 2 raised to 5, that is 32 raised to x. So 32 can be written as 33 minus 1 raised to x. So remainder will be minus 1 raised to x, since x is odd number. So minus 1 raised to odd number, that will give the remainder is minus 1. That minus 1 into this 4, so that's minus 4. So this minus 4 and this minus plus 4 will be the final remainder. Okay, I hope you are clear. 41 raised to 43 raised to 45 divided by 16. So the first is, we deduct 32 from it, so we are left with 9 raised to 43 raised to 45. Now 9 square is 81, and 16 into 5 is 80. 80 is multiple of 16. Okay, so what we can do, we convert this to power of 2. So it is 9 raised to 2x plus 1 format. Okay, so it's 9 raised to 2x into 9, so that is 81 raised to x into 9, that is 80 plus 1 raised to x into 9. X doesn't matter, odd or even, the remainder will be 1 only. So that 1 into this 9, the final remainder will be 9. Okay, so I didn't find whether x is odd or even, because that was not necessary in this case. I hope you are clear. The final answer is 9. 15 raised to 15 raised to 15 divided by 30. We have to find out the remainder. Now 30 is 2 into 15. Okay, so we can find out the remainder from 2 and 15 both as well. Now since this is 15 raised to 15 raised to 15, that means this number is multiple of 15. So this number is in 15x format. Now since this is an odd number, if we divide that by 2, we will be getting the remainder as 1. So this number is 2y plus 1 format. Now we have to find out a number that is multiple of 15 and that is an odd number. So that is 15 itself. Okay, so 15 raised to 15 raised to 15 divided by 30, remainder will be 15. I hope you are clear. 22 raised to 1352 divided by 52. So 52 is 4 into 13. So we find out individual remainders. 22 even number raised to that big power, so that number is definitely multiple of 4. So this number is in 4x format. Now 22 raised to 1352 divided by 13, we have to find out the remainder. Now 13 is a prime number and 22, 13 co-prime to each other. So 22 raised to 12 divided by 13, the remainder will be 1, right? So we find out multiples of 12 over here. Okay, so 1352, 12 into 112 into 12 raised to 8. So 22 raised to 12, the remainder is 1. So 1 raised to 112, the final remainder is 1. So we are left with 12 raised to 8. Sorry, 22 raised to 8. Now we just reduce it. 22 is a 26 minus 4, so minus 4 raised to 8. So remainder is 4 raised to 8. Then 4 cube is 64. So it's 4 raised to 6 into 4 square. So 64, 13 into 5 is 65, right? So this is precisely 64. So 65 minus 1. I just write it down. 64 square. So from here the remainder is minus 1 square, that is 1. 1 into 4 fours are 16. So 16, then remainder is 3. Okay, so that means this number is in 13y plus 3 format. So 4x and 13y plus 3 format. So if you put y as 1, we'll get 13 plus 3, 16. That is in 4x format. So the remainder is 16 only. Now on the similar concept, we have one more problem. Find the unit digit of 32 raised to 32 in base 11. So that is nothing but some other way of asking the remainder, right? Precisely 32 raised to 32 divided by 11, what is the remainder? And that remainder only with the will be the unit digit of this number, right? See, when you convert any number to other system, right, decimal to binary, or maybe 5 system, or maybe 3 system, what you do, you divide that number and suppose I just gave you a simple example. Suppose I have to write maybe 11 in binary number system, right? So what I do, 2 5s, then remainder I write over here, then 2 remainder, okay, then 2 1 and this. Okay, so then 11 in 10 system is equal to 1 1 1, right? 1 1 1. So this is at the unit place. That is the first remainder. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do over here. 32 raised to 32, we just find out the remainder, and that remainder will be at the unit place. So 32 is 33 minus 1 raised to 32. So remainder will be minus 1 raised to 32. That is 1 only. So If 32 raised to 32 is divided by 11, the remainder is 1. So if we write 32 raised to 32 in base 11, the unit place will be 1 only. Okay, I hope you are clear with this.